What's good? I'm professional trainer Coach Colin Castella, and today I'm going to help you master the most dangerous step back. Now, a lot of players want to be able to shoot off separation, but most of them don't have this unique step back in their game, and what I call it is a sidestep step back. Now, you've probably seen guys like James Harden, Steph Curry knock this down for years and not really known how to do it, but today we're going to install it in your game, so make sure you watch towards the end. So, the first thing we want to think about a side step back is it's not really a step back. Like I mentioned, it's a step side. So as we're coming up and getting ready to step out, what we're going to do is we're going to do just like a little bit of a hesitation first, and then we're going to sidestep away to knock down the jumper. Now there's a few kind of main keys that are really important on this. The very first one is that we want to do some sort of hesitation first. So as I come up and I'm thinking about getting ready to do it, I want to kind of raise my shoulders just slightly, get my defender up out of their stance so they can't slide with me. And then from there, once I raise, I want to sidestep out. Now the big key here is during your hesitation, during your setup, you want to make sure that you keep your hand on the top or the side of the basketball. A big mistake that a lot of players make is they come up and they get ready to do it, they pocket their hand underneath, and then when they sidestep, it's a carry, they get called for it every time. The reason why the pros can get away with this is because as long as their hand's on the top or the side of the ball, they can take as many steps as they want to, right? So really think about, to get this move to work, if you want to sidestep, you've got to pocket it up here kind of by your armpit and then push out. Now the next key is you want to catch the ball by the time your feet are landing on your step back. So if I come up and I pocket it and I grab the ball before this next foot comes down, that's going to look kind of funky, might get called for a travel sometimes. So really think about, I want to pocket and not grab it with my opposite hand until my other foot is coming to rest and I'm getting ready to load into the jump shot. So now we've got the separation. We want to push out as far as we possibly can, going sideways or lateral. Now we've got to knock down the shot. And there's about 3 keys that are going to help you do this. The first one is that you've got to land loaded. I see a lot of players try this move, it looks good, and they get here and they're completely straight up and down. They have no power to launch in their shot. So think about, you want to load the explode as you're moving sideways. As I come up and I sidestep, I want to drop into the spring so I can get that power momentum going towards the basket. The next thing that I want to think about is I want to get my eyes on target as soon as possible. A lot of players have a great move, they get great separation, it looks good, but once they jump, they don't find the rim until the ball's all the way up here, and then their brain has a very short time to find it, aim, and fire, right? So instead, when you hit this move and you come up, get that lateral sidestep, snap your eyes as you're landing up to the rim. That way you get all this time to aim, fire, and lock on the target. And the last key to make sure you do, especially if you're moving to your dominant hand side, so right hand going right direction, left hand going left direction, is you want to have a leg drift. If I'm going sideways and I'm going here, my hips and shoulders are probably going to be jammed up. If I'm squared to the hoop and I go to shoot this, it's going to cause a lot of tension. I'm going to miss it short, or it's going to be really flat and I'm going to miss long. So instead, what you can do is execute a leg drift. So as I go and I'm getting ready to shoot, as I'm releasing the ball, I'm going to let my right leg drift around to the front and I'm going to drift it directly towards the basket like this. Kind of looks a little bit like a fadeaway, but what it does is as my leg comes through, it unlocks my shoulders so I can get that full follow through. It's going to be money every time. All right, but let's take your game to the next level. If you want to score more points, click the top link in our description or the top pinned comment down below and get free access to the Pro Scoring Pack brought to you by my guys over at Pro Class. It's some of the best basketball players in the world like Dame, CP, CJ McCollum, and they're going to help install some of their scoring secrets into your game so you're not going to want to miss it. All right, also, if you're new, hit the subscribe button, ding the bell notification. That way you're always going to get better. And leave a comment down below and let me know what sort of video you want to see next. We'll run everything off of requests, and hopefully we'll be able to get to it. Again, I'm Coach Colin Castella, and until next time, splash on. Let's go!